Hello YouTube, my headphones just shocked me, believe it or not. I've been noticing a lot more people in the Cosmos community that aren't quite as experienced as they probably should be for developing an operating system. I'm not criticizing anybody for being unexperienced, but I'm gonna make this beginner series that will help people build knowledge that they need. Now, I have a GitHub repo, and I'm gonna put all the files here. And what we're gonna be doing in this series is not making the full operating system. We're going to be piecing it together so you have a beginner's kit, because this is the Cosmos operating system beginner kit tutorial series. Now, if we would Now, later down the line, I will upload some more advanced tutorials, like remaking these classes down here on my desktop, for example. I was gonna jump through the code, but I'd like to note a few more things for you. This website right here is a massive help. My hand's like on screen right now, but you can't see it. Like, shows you the introduction was an operating system, was kernel, a shell, what is GUI about. Now, people tend to make the mistake of going from here to here without following these two things right here. Now, the problem with that is, I mean, yeah, you can jump to GUI, but first thing, Cosmos doesn't really support a GUI right now. And second thing, it's a little bit easier to have your main kernel and operating system and everything in place before you make an overlay, because then you just have to add plugs for things. You don't need to go making this huge, oh hey, well, I've made the desktop, so I'm going to put my own version of Chrome in. I don't have any functions. Let me go code those, and you spend a lot of extra time doing things that you could have done first off and then go to GUI. Enough of that. Anyway, I have my own website too. It's not perfect yet. I don't intend it to be perfect. I intend putting content on here that will help in the future. So from that point, this was more of an introduction, but we're gonna go over what does what. You see this gray text? Just get rid of that because it's not really needed unless you're going to have I'm gonna hit undo quick. If you're going to have event strings and like text functions like string builder, I don't think string builder is implemented yet. This, why is that gray? Okay, this and dictionaries are not supported yet, but later in the series will build up the support for those. Tables yet. System basically handles console stuff. Console.write, for example, and the syscosmos system is the core. You do all your stuff here, like sys here, you call in syskernel. If you really wanted to, you could write out, oh, that's lag. System.kernel. That will look just fine too. Apparently kernel would, no, because Cosmos system kernel. Yeah, you've been a big head loop there. Kernel contains two functions. Kernel contains a before run and a run. also contains a couple other things you wouldn't think it would contain. We're just looking here right now. It has a debugger in it. The kernel is technically a kernel class. After run is like never used. Restart, stops, stop, start, restart. Oh, tongue twister. Yeah, some of these I haven't actually seen yet. So, it goes to show how often I look in classes. I'm gonna teach you how to look in a class really quick. If you hold Control down and left click, it opens up this little box in Visual Studio 2017. Very important for the Cosmos Kit 2017. It shows you all the stuff that's in it. Okay. Your before run is like for your before run is mostly used for like all your loads, Cosmos loading classes. So if you're gonna put a text screen or GUI in here, I put it right in your before run. Your run is where you're gonna put all your core code, but hopefully you use this as your main class and then like a middleman class, and then like the other classes in like a core package. Not everyone does that. I find that easiest for me, but because we're working with Lava OS for this series, we're going to be doing that. I'm just like talking around a loop here. But we're going to be covering topics that are frequently asked first, and then going down the line. A couple of topics we're going to be focusing on later. For example, file system stuff. File system people tend to take a little bit more literal than it should be taken. It's pretty easy actually. Also, threading. Not supported. In any way, shape, or form, threading is just not supported yet. It's supposed to be coming down later in the line, but it's just, there's no support for it whatsoever. Now, we're going to do basic tutorials in Starter's Kit, but also at more advanced tutorials down the line. And I can teach you how to set up threading in a way. Now, threading would be in the advanced series, much farther down the line. I'm talking within like the next year or so. But because threading isn't supported, you have this thing called sleep that a lot of people want to do, which is not implemented. And because sleeping is not implemented, like some people want to be like, oh hey, let's sleep. Now, you can use a for loop for sleep, but then you like get into the problem of so if 1,000 is 1,000 seconds, and then you keep getting more problems like, oh hey, when at 3,000, like for JavaScript be a second because for loops move faster. So that gets confusing. Now, there's ways to do it, but we're not going to be focusing on sleeping right away. And these tutorials, I'm going to aim at a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more independent, not like, oh hey, have all these classes to make this work. No, just have a couple classes to make this work, because we don't want to, oh hey, I've only watched 5 through like 10, not 0 through 50. So I'll try to work around those with you. Our system would be pretty independent. I see like some people doing sys.file system or whatever. Not quite how I do it, but there's multiple ways to do the same thing. Fortunate thing about Cosmos. This is the introductory. I will continue to make more quality videos later down the line, and if I find a way to rephrase a series better, or like not series, an episode and series down along the line, I will do a remake and then have a backlink to the old video. But for right now, this is going to be a pretty solid, oh hey, let's get started. So that's that for you. This code will be put up on, I think I'm gonna do this. It'd have your like episode 1 package, and then you'd have your kit for that, and then you'd have like your complete down here. You can like imagine like episode 1, episode 2, complete, and then I just fill in the rest of the episodes. So that will be up pretty soon, hopefully. I hope you all have a good day, and if you want to support me, you can do that, because it wouldn't be bad if you be like, oh, thank you in the description, and then that motivates me a little bit to keep working on this, which will help you more extensively than any other code I do here, because these come out like 4 times a week maybe, or will come out 4 times a week, and the site will be out every day, all day. So, thank you.